Hi guys, Tara here. We're gonna do week number 3 in the garden at the 10 Acre Woods. And glad you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm very new. As you know, Mark is the one that always does them. I always look at the side view and not the camera. So I apologize if my eyes are not focused on you. I'm trying. So we're overlooking the animals here. And then we'll go through and I'll show you where the garden's at now. So we're still working on the pile of soil. And what we don't use in the garden, I will use in the animal pens along the edges to replenish the ground out there and give the grass a kickoff. So we're starting on the outside of the garden. This is where I have my lady slippers. They're done blooming. And big myth here in Canada is that all lady slippers are endangered species. And there is only one, and it is a tiny pink one, I believe, that is the endangered species. Back in the day when we first moved here, I checked into it quite well because I was building a house on top of a patch of them. And I was told I would most likely never find one of the rare ones. So I was welcome to dig and move them around. Now, interesting, you have to go extremely deep for the roots. And if you have yellow, white, and pink, all in the same area, the yellow will come over and dominate the color when it cross-pollinates. Just so you know. All right, the hollyhocks. So last year, this was full of hollyhocks, and then I seeded some more. That's seeded, but of course hollyhocks are biennials. So once we know the color, I will tag them. And then we'll see what color comes up. A couple irises that I pulled accidentally out of my garden. Absolutely loving the Virginia creeper on the railing. One day it'll be all up there and I'll live like in the trees, which is cool. Our rhubarb is getting quite large. I don't see any seeds on it yet or flowers coming. And we have 3, 4, 5 plants of the rhubarb. And I just don't use it enough. So obviously if you're in the area, come and get some rhubarb. And I see a couple tiny little hollyhocks coming. They're probably seeds left from last year that fell. And then we have the entrance to the garden. This is where it all begins. Oh, nature's craft house. I'm redoing my sign. Don't mind the green. These are blueberries in here, 2 blueberry bushes. We are going, or I am going to move them. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. They've been here 3 years and I've never had blueberries. But I see. It's so exciting. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm going to redo this. This clover is really cool. This once, it gets, I forget the name of it, but it's a purple or a burgundy, and then it gets a yellow flower on it. And I got it in one of the plants I got from the greenhouses. Also, always watch your weeds, as there are a lot of healthy weeds that grow amongst the weeds. Did that make sense? There's a lot of plants that are useful that are considered weeds. Right? I see a little violet there. They're quite common around here. And then of course your plantain, which is great for making salves and stuff. All right, so still haven't planted my trees. Apologies, Mark keeps bugging me. No, you know what? No apologies. I worked my butt. I did 200 bales of hay today. So I'll get to it. This is the ivy that I planted last year here. So I have to go through and see these stragglers here. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to staple it up the pole more so that it grows up. This one, well, it's trying. It's trying. I found an interesting tree at Mark's work, and I kind of fell in love with it. Now, okay, it's not perky because I picked it and I planted it, and I'm going to try to grow it. But this is called wolf willow. Interesting. So I'm just looking up the medicinal purposes and what it can be used for, but it looks really cool. It's really silvery with a black trunk, almost a black trunk. So it's really decorative, which is cool. No sign of any of the black walnuts yet, or the black walnut or butter walnut, but the trees are doing well. Okay. Oh, but the carrots, look at that. It looks like a carpet. Carrots are all coming up. I think they're getting their second leaves. Yeah, if you see the little, the fern-like leaves, so they're getting their second leaves. Salad's all doing well. The beets. And as these guys grow, you can harvest all your beet tops, your carrot tops. I cut it like grass, and then I'll feed it to the animals or use it in a salad, along with all the different little salad mixtures I have in the centerpieces. All different types of lettuce. Lettuce, kale. There's even leaf broccoli. The peppers popped up since last week. See how... Oh, that's not a pepper, Tara. That's a weed. Those are all peppers. That's not a pepper. All right, so these were the regular bell peppers in this one. And then these are from one of our followers, and they are called Black Pearl. And it's more of a bush pepper. Tiny, like a grape size pepper. And then these are the extremely hot ones, which I plant for Mark every year. Numbo. Aji Chombo. So I see the odd one there. One. Whoops, am I too close? Can you see my finger? 1, 2, 3. So they're starting to pop up. Oh, so excited for the carrots. We decided that this year our focus was going to be a ton of carrots, just for the sheer fact that carrots are good. Baby carrots, harvest them no matter what size, and we eat carrots a lot. The potatoes, the cantaloupe, quite a few. This was older seed that I wasn't quite sure was still good. Apparently it was, because there's a lot. I find that with the older seeds, after a while, they start, the leaves come out a little deformed on the older seeds, but they catch up. The potatoes, the right angle here, quite tall, getting up there, probably about 8 inches above the planter. So now I'm tossing up the idea, I think for 2 of the potatoes, I'm actually going to come along and just bury the entire plant and let it poke up again. Oh, sorry, dog's bark. And then I'll leave the others and add around it. I just find that it grows like crazy, so as long as you keep it down, then it... okay, let's start at this end. Then it just regrows. Like, the potatoes are like so hardy. I did some ginger in this pot along with the sunchoke, as they're both, we're going to harvest both the roots of those plants, so it'll be a pot that's dug up. And this is so cute. So they are dianthus, different types of dianthus. This one is lavender, I believe, and I see a poplar. I don't need a poplar tree in my garden. Right. All right, the marshmallow. I am seeing some signs of blooming on that. Very fragrant. It's of the hollyhock family. The lemongrass, all coming up there. And then the coneflower, or echinacea. This is the safflower. The safflower is growing really well. Really well. You gotta wait till they're a little older, because they do kind of look like a thistle. So I wait till they're a little older and they get the flower, and then I'll weed that. The oregano, obviously doing well. Filled all my waters for the bees and the birds. More oregano. The thyme is making a, look at that, the thyme is all showing up there. Right, the catnip is coming back. It's nice to see because we really enjoyed the catnip last year. And fennel, the back there. Right, so all this, those grass-like looking ones are fennel. And then I'm still waiting to decide if I see gooseberries coming up. I don't think so, not yet. There's a few little greens, but that could be from the soil, right? It's weeds. However, this side, see, when I plant in a certain area. So the St. John's wort will be up front here. But I'm seeing these. See this little grass, like, so that could be, I see some back there where the goji was planted. So we'll see. It's always fun just to watch it come up and then decide what's a weed and what's not. And a weed is technically anything you don't want in your garden. This is how big the catnips all were last year. This here is catnip and it's 3 feet high right now. The onions are doing well. Oh, this was the horse heel, so it's showing up. Not this. See the horse heel showing up there? And you can tell once you get to know certain types of leaves. Oh, let's see. Oh, look at that. So if you look in there, you can see the haskaps are starting to get discolored, which means we'll be harvesting them soon. If the rabbits, I've had a couple rabbits that I've had to chase out of here. They keep going around the house and coming in under the pool deck. So I've had to chase them out of here. And 2 days now I've had to chase them out. There's the tansy. Right there, the little dots. So it's like a 4-leaf little that coming up. Oh, and there's that one that I can't pronounce. So I'm not sure, I don't see anything different there. The rogue apple seed. Go back and show you that. This is a rogue apple seed, so I'm hoping it's an apple tree. Always nice. Still haven't done anything with this side of the garden. Not in a rush. There's lots to do elsewhere. No, I just do what I enjoy out here. No pressure. Throw it in if it grows. So these are all doing really well. Those are the Ukrainian cucumbers in the back. I'm gonna pop up here though because the watermelons exploded. There was a lot of old packs of the watermelons and zucchinis, but it's neat when I say the leaves look like watermelons. They look totally like a watermelon. So some seed packs exploded and some did not. But that one sure did. Hoping it's a good one. Every year with you can't beat yourself up when it comes to what grows and what doesn't grow. Every year I've planted the cantaloupe or sweet passion, the passion melon. Every year the chipmunks get it. Every year, last year I had one that was about this big and I was so excited. And then I went to pull it at the end of the season and it was hollow because the chipmunks had hollowed it out. So don't, like plant it and if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And, try to work with the mice and the squirrels and the chipmunks. Plant extra. All right, so these are all the zucchinis and watermelons in the front. We'll see what happens when they grow because Tiana didn't label it, or I didn't label it, one of us. More peas in the back, so they're all up and going. See, these are all these little things here. This is all from the soil that we added. I did add, you'll notice there's some brown around the peas. I added some cedar flakes. So mice don't like strong smelling stuff. So again, I don't know what this is. The joys of gardening. Cedar. I made a project and I'd kept all the cedar shavings from it. And finally a use for it. So just spread any strong smell just to keep the mice away. And it seems to be working. I did catch one mouse. And then he did a lot of damage though. So this is on the herb mound. Still waiting for what's this? Oh, I'm excited. See, I thought I lost it all, but you see that little plant in the middle there? I just rubbed it and smelt it there. Oh, there, nice. Oh, that's the chocolate mint. And it just smells phenomenal. And you can dry it and use it in teas and whatnot. This garden here does not get weeded until everything comes up. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of like poppies that are later, the chicks and hens, I want them to root. This actually looks like a mint. No, kind of did. And then I have a better idea as to what's coming up before, because this is all mints in here. These are all different types of mint that are in here. So I wait for them to come up and then I can weed around them better. And I'm not pulling stuff that I want to keep. All right, let's go check out the tomatoes. Raspberries are going to be an explosion. The whole row has thousands and thousands of raspberries. It's gonna be fun. And I love raspberries. Raspberries and ice cream. Frozen raspberries on a hot day. Look at that, it's just thick. Nice. All right, everybody's listening to me over there. They've already had their dinner. Okay, ready? Now these tomatoes I seeded out here. So they are about 1 inch to 2 inches tall. Okay, so that's the first one, and we did one type all around the outside and the little toms in the middle because they stay small. Now, let's see here. We did the famous just stick the seed in the ground and see what happens, right? Oh, there it is. So that's a zucchini coming up there. And then the zucchini fills this spot and stays weeded pretty much. All right, then we got our next tomato bin there. So these again, 1 inch to 2 inches. These are a little taller than the last ones. Oh, there's a zucchini. Zucchini. More tomatoes. More tomatoes. Those actually have like they have their like fully second set of leaves on those. Nice. Oh, zucchini in the center. I find that the zucchinis do best there. Last year we were pulling at least on these plant zucchinis in the ground here in between the beds. I'd say at least 15 to 20 zucchinis each that they got. Oh, this is probably one Braden seeded because he seeded it like really nice. I tend to just overseed. So that's a, yeah, see? That's a Braden seed. All right. Yeah, I see one more zucchini coming out the middle of a dandelion there. Right there. All right, and the last tomato. So I'd say they're 1 to 2 inches, and now they will start growing like crazy. And I wouldn't doubt it if they grow 4 inches in a week. And then we're on the go. Oh, mosquito. Okay. All right. The other exciting thing. Okay, here's the other row of beans. peas, sorry. The peas, this is a bad, okay, so this is mullein. So that is actually a weed, but I want to harvest it and know exactly what it looks like. So that's why I bought the seeds to plant instead of going out and harvest, because I want to confirm what they look like, smell like, feel like before I go harvesting in the ditches. This is where the mouse did the most damage in this section. But not so bad, because we're going to have cumin, which is tall, the parsley will get fairly tall, and the marjoram will get tall. So it works. Then more peas in the back. Then we have our coriander, cilantro, and this is a dwarf lemon cilantro. This one here, which is doing really well. And then this is regular cilantro, but the dwarf lemon is doing really well. That'll be interesting. First time I've planted the dwarf lemon. Oh, those are so cute. It's neat how you can see the difference. So this is my basil section. Look at basil leaves when they come up. I guess I've never noticed before that it's almost like a circle but cut in half. So these are all different types of basils. The peas in the back are these are your pole beans. They're doing well. So we have Chinese sweet basil. Oops, that's my bucket of mud. We have African num num. That was popular with the people that bought seeds from me. Ghana a cocomessa. I'm going to call it cocoa, basil cocoa. All right, and then we got your blue spice. And Braden requested lots of basil, so I'm like, sure. Lime basil, lemon basil, which, no, oh, it's got a few seeds in there. Those should go in the ground. Okay, and then we got the chamomile. All right. The barrage is doing really well. And that's one that you can use in your teas, I believe. I will confirm that, but that's, I believe, why I got that one. These are all herbs of different kinds in here. So these peas here, they're actually at a height now where they can be, oops, Tara, don't do that. Poke it. They can be pushed to the back. So what'll happen is I'll grab some poles and run poles this way so it goes up against the wall. These guys are doing really well. This is more basil. Yeah, more basil. We are gonna have a ton of basil, but it'll be fun. This is the cinnamon basil. This one is really good. Yeah. All right, and then we got beans and, oh, well, that's different. Is that the celery? Is that celery or a weed? No, it's hard. It's not like a dandelion or something. That's got to be the celery. All right. Because I just threw some celery seeds in this one. All right. What else was interesting is every year I have bought. Cuckoo melons already started and they go in here. And last year, I think I successfully overwintered. I'm terrible at overwintering because we have 6 cats. They go in a back closet and then they get neglected. This year, I am seeing all new little growth on them. So these are the cuckoo melons. And then actually in the center here, these ones here, those are the strawberry spinach I see there. This one's doing really well. All right, so it'll pop up. Don't know what this is. Oh, we'll figure it out. Something from somewhere. All right. Oh, I see a tiny bit of growth. So at least there's something that's making me get excited, because cuckoo melons are amazing. They're just a fun thing for the kids when they come through. You know, you give them a whole watermelon and they pop it in your mouth. So it's kind of neat. All right. My spider plant, see, this is what happens when I have plants inside. I neglect them. If anybody wants to adopt a spider plant, an aloe vera plant, please feel free to come and get them. Because I am constantly killing them. I can't do indoor plants for some reason. It's when Braden and Braxton were home, and they watered, like they helped me take care of them, but I'm not the best. All right, guys, so that's well, that's week 3 of the garden. If these continue to, like for these the wolf willows, I always say, let's see if I got you in the right direction there. The wolf willow, my hand there. Okay, I always say take off these, but because they were already flowered, I wanted to see if they went, and I could get the seed as well, because they produce a berry that it can also be planted with the berry. So I do the three branch rule, where I put 3 branches below the soil to propagate a tree branch of a plant. I have that rule where you put 3 of the extending branches under the ground and then the rest above, and water it like crazy, and it will, those 3 branches turn into the root system. Again, you guys, enjoy your garden. Sorry, the sun is like right there. Don't lose sleep over it. Have fun, plant whatever you want, get excited when things grow, and if you have a problem growing something, grow more, or a different variety, or if you have a friend that grows something really well, like rhubarb, and you can't grow rhubarb, trade. That's it's an amazing thing. Look, it's going over there. I love this. This is so, I've always wanted this Virginia creeper, and I planted it probably about 4 times around the yard, never took. So this is nice. And look over the oh, look at this. Oh, all up the tree, all up the, it's gonna go all up the deck, and then I gotta put, I've planted some in a pot, and I'm gonna plant some at the front of the house too. All of these ones that come out here, right? You can just cut these off and bury them up front. Bury them up front with a little piece sticking out, and you'll have a whole new plant. Alrighty guys, well, my arm is getting sore because we were moving hay bales all this morning. So holding up the camera is, well, it's work. I am going to go hit the couch, watch a movie. I think Mark's already settled in on the couch. Thanks for watching, and feel free to message or leave comments, and like, subscribe to the 10 Acre Woods. It all helps. Talk to you later. Bye guys.